Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Hard to Entertain with Brandon and Trey. Take it away, boys.
Yeah.
Yerp. Yerp.
It's going to be this weird little silent part right after the music.
It's a silent treatment.
And just like that, we're back.
Oh, Trey. You know we didn't move the desk around because you didn't. You guys send me a text message to remind me. You know me.
You're one of those who can't remember shit because you're too busy.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know what I'm about, son.
that's fair. That's fair. All right, so what's new? What's you?
I just say the same shit as always. So same shit as always, Trey.
Just work.
Work.
Hang on a minute.
I'm Rihanna. You know what I mean? What's up with you, dog?
Terry just turned 30.
Yeah, we did a little
Surprise party.
surprise birthday party. How long did you guys stay there? I had to leave early.
We were there till 10-ish. So
Okay, like 3 hours
Couple
after I left, then, huh?
yeah, we
Y'all
went.
was getting
We
after it,
went.
huh?
Oh,
Did you get after it a little bit or no?
I had a couple more of those oranges.
Yeah.
Orange cup. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we played some Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
played that
Did
for a
everyone stay a
while.
long time, or kind of the coworker started like? left
The coworkers left after you did.
Oh, okay.
It was just pretty much us and the Martins.
Okay. Cool. Well, that sounds cool.
Yeah, we had a
That
good
sounds fun.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, so I think we should do this thing right here.
All right, her.
Right here.
All right, go ahead, Trey. Let's get right into it.
It's trailer time. It's trailer time. It's trailer time. Trey wants to the trailers. Sit your ass down. It's time for the trailers.
It's trailer time, bitch.
Sit your ass down. It's time for the trailers.
Oh, I'm gonna trailer you.
All right. First thing I got for you is called Locked. This is starring Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science
Guy.
Bill. Got it.
Yeah.
Done and done. All right. So this is Bill Skarsgård is like a street person.
Bill's brother's been acting, huh?
They have and
I didn't know. Yeah, he's in. They was in Nosferatu. They were in the
It.
what's that kills. It.
Yep.
Boys meets kill. Boy
Boy Kills World. Yep.
It's just, they're all right. They're out there.
One.
Ouch, yeah.
The Crow. We don't talk about
No.
that though. That
You don't talk about the crow.
Crow, baby.
No.
That's funny. All right, so Bill Skarsgård is like a street kid, and he goes to steal this person's car, and the car is voiced by Anthony Hopkins, and the car just takes him on a joyride and tries to kill him.
Like a Stephen King joint, sounds like.
Kind of.
Alright, cool. All right.
That's,
Be all right.
that sounds good.
I don't know if I'll watch that in the theaters.
Probably not.
though.
It's an A24 joint.
I'm definitely not watching that in the theaters, dog.
Next up is Sinners.
That's the big one, Michael B. Jordan.
We got a full trailer for this. Michael B. Jordan playing twin brothers.
Yeah, it's one of those joints where I'm just like, you'll
but-
see. It looks super dramatic.
So it's
gonna
like-
be like
It's about these singers, and they can conjure like different spirits and stuff while
Yeah.
they're singing.
yeah,
And so it opens the doorway, and these vampires come through it.
yeah. Okay, we'll see.
So I don't know. It's coming out April 18th. Next thing I got for you is called Riff Raff. This is starring
The rapper?
No, no.
He's
not-
got his own movie.
no. Riff Raff ain't got no movie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know what I'm saying. Cheese.
Sheesh. You mean sheesh?
No cheese.
Sheesh.
Oh, we're not doing all that. Next up, I already talked about Riff Raff. This is starring Bill Murray and Peter Davidson.
Who?
Bill Murray.
And Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Who'd you say?
Peter Davidson?
You say Peter
I
Davidson?
think I did.
Is that his dad?
Peter.
Well, his dad ain't gonna be on no podcast.
No.
Hey, he ain't no movie. Oh, he might be in a couple movies.
Yeah.
More of documentary style.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's so nice. All right, so Pete Davidson and him are playing gangsters. And like they're like hitman.
All right, this better be a comedy.
Yes, it's a
Oh,
comedy
thank
like Like just like a mob hits and they're like joking and shit. It comes out February 28th.
All right.
Next thing I have for you is Magazine Dreams. This is the Jonathan Majors joint where he's like a bodybuilder.
Next.
Okay, well that's coming out March 21st.
Next.
All right, next up we have Final Destination Bloodlines.
Hey, this looks intense, don't it?
Did you see the tattoo scene?
Yeah.
That was wild,
intense.
right?
I was like, when did they start torturing people?
It became like Saw.
Yeah, I was just
that's
like-
not Final Destination,
Yeah.
but okay.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's just supposed to be them getting their tongue thing, and it's supposed to be like making it more gory than it is. But I was just like, when it started, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, dude is hanging up. He's getting pulled up by his nose ring into the air from the ceiling fan. It looks wild. It's coming out May 16th. All right, we have the final season of Cobra
Hey,
Kai.
real quick.
Okay.
That last Final Destination movie,
Uh-huh.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I you know, there's shit. All those movies,
Yeah.
like they're not all great.
Yeah.
I like the first two pretty good, and I don't like any of the middle ones, but I like the last one.
Yeah.
So if they do something like that,
What about Final Destination 3D?
the roller coaster one,
Yeah.
nah, pass. It's just I think the deaths are fun. The
Yeah.
deaths are fun.
Yeah.
But it's like at some point it's just like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it went from like premonition, like the first one, to like just people just get murked.
Yeah. Well, and then the last one they were like, okay, they like try to figure it out.
Death.
Yeah, the whole and then what was it? The number 2 they were supposed to have figured it out.
Yep, and it
And then they didn't. They're like, oh, we're out of sync. Oh, actually, he didn't die. She knew birth. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
So so that one's coming out like May 16th. So the next thing is we have the final season of Cobra Kai coming out February 13th.
And that's going to lead into the movie, or you think?
I think the movie's kind of like a spin-off. Like they're making a whole Cobra Kai universe.
So you don't think it's going to have? Well, it's got what's his name? It's got Ralph
Ralph
Macchio,
Macchio,
and
yeah.
it's got Jackie Chan in it.
Yeah,
So I'm curious on if they decide to do like
but it's
a
a
little
new kid though.
You know, if Jaden Smith don't come back, I ain't watching it.
I don't.
I don't. Why do people hate on that movie?
What?
I actually like that movie.
It's not a good movie. That's why.
It's a good movie.
Wait.
I have
you go.
recently watched it. You don't get. Yeah, fucking what's up? Whatever, fucking. Yeah, Trey. Okay, let's go back and look at the other original Karate Kid movies.
Okay.
He's sitting on a log
Yeah.
next to the ocean,
Yeah.
triple swan kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then no kicking to the face. How does he win?
Kick him in the face.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Ah! Next up is called Opus. This is coming out March 14th. This is about when ISIS go in and they steal a
Excuse me.
ISIS.
All right. We're
What?
talking about murder ISIS.
Murder ISIS.
All right.
They're part of the Taliban.
You're
Yeah.
on thin ice here. They're a subset. They're not part of the Taliban. Taliban and them are opposites.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying the movie's about these girls get taken out from an all girls school by the Taliban or ISIS, excuse me. And so they send in a group of ladies to go to rescue them, and over the guise of being like they bring
Teachers
water
or
and
some
stuff.
shit? Okay.
And so, but to make it seem like it's a real thing, the military make it an all women troop.
All right.
And so,
Hey.
what's up?
We'll see.
Yeah.
It might be good.
It,
It might be good, Trey.
yeah.
It might not.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That wasn't Opus. That was
Oh, you son of a
but that was
Fuck it! You run this podcast!
but
Fuck you, Trey!
the movie's actually called Dirty Angels.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
You see, I'm worried. I might type that into my
It's gonna
my
be
Google
it's
shirt.
gonna have something else.
at work.
Yeah, it's
I might get fired.
You gonna have something else?
Like
Have some.
38. Oh!
Might send you to the hub.
Yep.
Anyway, so the Magnus
Excuse me?
no.
Magnus? Well, how many different fucking you fall fucked up in there or what?
Yeah,
Magnus
I meant
Opus?
Opus. Opus is about a girl who she's into this pop star, and he's stopped doing music for a while, and then he comes back, and okay, well, just let me finish. So she goes to where they're supposed to be performing for the first time in a long time, and it's in a cult. So there we go. So that is coming out March 14th. Next up is called Hell of a Summer.
If it doesn't have to do with the devil, I don't watch it.
It's a slasher camp film.
I won't watch it.
You know Finn from
Finn?
Finn.
From from Finding Nemo?
No,
Is this a Finding Nemo horror movie?
no, it's from Stranger Things. The guy Finn.
I don't watch that shit.
No.
But go ahead.
But anyways, so he's one of the main characters. It's a summer
It's
camp
gonna be like a
slasher.
play on what's that? Freddy?
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Not Friday the 13th. Jason.
Jason.
It's gonna be like a play on
Kinda
that.
like that,
maybe?
yeah.
It might be a play
Yep.
on that. Okay.
It's coming out April 13th or 18th.
Alright.
Next thing.
God damn.
So we got the final trailer for Superman. It's coming out July 11th. People are complaining about the flying scenes. Have you seen where he's
Have you
flying?
seen this? Have you seen this? I don't know.
You haven't seen that?
Go ahead, Trey. Keep talking. I'm gonna see about it.
So Adam Strange, in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie, he had a certain way he flew, and so they're kind of saying that he's flying exactly how he flew in that. And it's to be expected because
So this is a newer one. You said official iconic TV trailer. Should I be looking at that one?
I don't know. I just
It's from IGN. It's on their website.
I just watched the fun. It just showed him flying, and people were pissed about it.
Is it the one where he's fighting a big monster?
Yes. Well, he's the fights.
Where does he fly? At the
kaiju.
end or the beginning
I
of it?
don't know.
You said you just watched it.
I watched the trailer.
Oh, I see it.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, so it's like focusing on his face.
Yeah, and that's how they did it with Adam Warlock.
We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
Look, I don't trust any of the CG stuff until it goes.
Well, he said there's no CG in that scene.
Okay, well, there's gonna be bullshit. There's CG.
That's what he said.
Okay, hey Trey, liars lie. What are you gonna do?
Then what are you gonna do? Liar's lie. Next up, I have for you called Happy Face. This
sounds like a horror movie.
This is coming out. It is. It's a suspense. It's coming out March 20th. It's Dennis Quaid is playing the Happy Face killer. And
I saw this, and it's about it's like his daughter.
His daughter's having to live with that.
Got you. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, coming out Paramount Plus March 20th. Next thing I have for you is called Running Point.
God, how many goddamn trailers you got?
I got 2 more after this.
Jesus fucking
So
Christ.
this is this is about the family who owns the Los Angeles Waves. It's a comedy.
I saw this. But I thought this was a TV show. This is a movie.
Well, hang on, I wasn't done yet. I do more than movies.
All right, I saw this. This looks kind of lame.
Yeah, Kate Hudson. It's coming out
like a
February
shitty
27th. It's supposed to be the Lakers.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like a shitty version of
Jenny
that show
Bus.
on Hulu.
Yeah, she's supposed to be playing Jenny Bus essentially. But yeah,
Essentially.
So we already did Dirty Angels. Ooh. The last thing I have for you, we can just go ahead and do it real quick. Megan 2 is coming out. All right. That's coming out June 27th.
Get that one. I should get that one on here. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
This guy stinks.
This guy stinks.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Are we ready? Are you done?
Last thing,
Oh,
real quick.
fucking
Well, it's kind of a big deal.
fucking
Big deal, Brandon. Big deal.
Shit.
So tomorrow the Fantastic Four trailer drops. This is big because if this doesn't work,
Drop it like it's hot.
if this doesn't work,
It's an attitude.
they're kind of fucked.
Yeah, they're banking a lot on this because Fantastic Four is their first kind of like setting everything up. Right, we've already got some setup here, Trey. Right,
Or the Secret Wars.
we got the Secret Wars
Coming.
I don't know. We'll see, Trey. I think I generally like Pedro Pascal shit.
Yep.
That's generally though.
Yep, yep.
That's all, generally.
We'll see because it's
It just depends how they play it. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. It's just all gonna be a bit. Do you play it straight? Do you go with the comedy? Do you play it? I think you gotta play it right. You gotta let the serious characters be the serious characters. And you gotta let the comedic characters be the comedic
Do
characters.
we see Doctor Doom?
No.
We don't see Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom in this
I think all you see is like how they used to
because we're getting Galactus.
they mention his name like he's out working on this.
Latveria. We heard
Yeah.
about this place in Live.
Stuff like that. I think
Oh,
they hit, I think
Latveria,
they hit
yeah.
us with that, but then I don't think they hit us with an actual.
Maybe at the end. Maybe that's the wink, wink. We get
Maybe,
Robert Downey
but
Jr.
maybe him sitting on I
A
can see
throne.
him sitting on a throne, but no mention of who he is.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they did with Thanos. I think
Yeah.
they go that route where you don't really
Oh.
see him. You see a.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Big
saying?
another thing. They're talking about bringing Jonathan Majors back.
Yeah.
Today they were like, you know what? We want to finish this Kang the Conqueror thing, so we're gonna bring Jonathan Majors back and just finish it up. And I'm like, you guys left this guy high and dry.
Yeah. Well, I think he sued the shit out of him
He probably did.
because they end up dropping all the suits because he paid the lady off.
Yeah.
So technically,
I mean, he's still wrong. He got.
yeah.
he
No, I'm
got
just saying. I'm saying if they do the joint where they seal the settlement disclosure,
Yeah.
and then you could say, well, technically, I was never convicted of anything
Yeah. I mean, he was.
of a criminal. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
But it was all misdemeanor.
Yeah. But that's wild.
All right. Well,
We'll
we'll
see.
see what happens. All right.
All right, moving on.
Hey, Trey. What? Guess what time it is? What time is it? It's fucking TV time.
Brandon, I try to extend this show by doing long trailers. What do I get for all my trouble? How many goddamn trailers you got in this bitch? Blah, blah, blah. Throwing shit, making a scene.
I said what I said, Trey, and I did what I did. And I regret none of it. I regret 0% of what I did. I stand by my decision on what I did. Okay?
Yeah, you should
All
feel
right.
bad about it.
Okay. I fucking don't.
You will.
I will not.
You will.
I will not.
Our hard to entertain fans are going to backlash against you.
They know you fucking stink. Shut up.
And
And if they did say that,
yeah,
what are you going to do about it?
they're going to light your shit on fire.
Come on, bitch.
I'm telling where you live.
Do it.
Tell half of Hard of Entertain is the nice guy and half dick.
Yeah, half the heart entertainment is entertainment. The other half, bitch.
Nice.
All right. Oh, don't play the show. I don't want. Okay, I'm gonna start. Fuck you. Since you were 15 hours on this goddamn trailers. I watched the extremely hyped up show from Hulu, Paradise. Man, they were hyping that up. I
Yes.
was like, hey. See, this is one of those things where you fuck up, right? Is if you hype something up like that,
Yeah.
it's got to hit. Because if I go in there, I'm like, hey, y'all, every time I turn on this goddamn TV on Hulu to watch a TV show, and your bitch ass trailer plays, and it's got behind the scenes, and it's Disney's got it as a reminder on.
Yeah.
You got to hit.
Got a hit.
Trey?
All right.
Trey?
Yes.
It hit.
It did.
I enjoyed it.
It hit.
Hey, every once in a while,
The first episode is
it's wild.
banger.
It's a banger.
Banger.
Decent
episode.
CG for a TV show.
Yep.
Decent because you know they can't spend a lot of money on CG, especially
course
like a season 1 of something.
Yeah.
Especially like go back and look at Game of Thrones season 1, right?
Yeah.
CG trash.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we don't know if this is gonna hit or not. We're not gonna dump $10 million an episode.
Yeah.
So pretty good cast,
You want
right?
me to hit it. Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown.
James Marsden.
James Marsden. Yeah.
Say his name.
He's James Marsden.
Cyclops.
He's
President.
Cyclops. He's the guy from Sonic. Everybody else is not. There's no other big actors.
No,
After
that's
that.
it.
So essentially, I mean, we could spoil it, but essentially, the
Well,
crux of
I
the
mean-
show is the president
The president gets murdered.
gets murdered, and Sterling Brown has to.
He's his
he-
Secret Service
Like,
detail.
he's like his most trusted one.
Yeah.
And basically, he is trying to figure out why it happened and who,
And
did it. After they told him you can't
And
investigate it.
that's the
But
premise.
That's the premise. That's the core.
Yeah,
If
you
you're
don't
looking
want-
at an apple.
We ain't gonna give away like
if we
the
talk about
big,
the skin
big-
of the apple,
Yeah,
then
it gets wild.
It gets wild.
Starts to get crazy.
And I'm liking it so far. I'm gonna be. This is gonna be one that I think I follow. So I'm interested. So yeah, Hulu or Disney, give it a go. Check it out. Check it out.
Yes.
Yep. All right, Joe, what you got?
All right. So next up, I have. It's called The Hunting Party.
Oh, this just came out too.
This is on NBC.
This just came out.
So this is about. There's this tower that's holding all these criminals in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it explodes, and the criminals are loose, and so they go to this girl, and she's a profiler, and she has familiarity with one of the criminals because she put him away, and she thought he was dead, and so she comes to find out that they put him in this secret prison, and she finds out that they were doing experiments on these prisoners inside the prison. So
Can't be doing that.
so now her job is to, since she's a really good profiler, is to find all these prisoners and like capture them again.
Yeah.
And figure out why were they doing this? What was the point of doing these experiments on these prisoners? Pretty good first episode, I thought. The twist on the first episode, I didn't see it coming. So yeah, I would give it a watch for sure.
All right. Good to know. I will give it a try.
What else you got?
I watched the new season of The Recruit.
Okay.
I'm on Netflix. I after watching the first couple episodes, I remembered watching it.
I don't remember this.
But initially I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, I would have watched this, and so I picked it up. And I was like, okay, I started remembering it, but
Right.
I ended up watching the whole first season again.
Okay.
Just because I didn't remember.
Oh,
it
this
all.
is the one with what's his face that's playing Green Lantern right now, or he's a cop. He's an old cop.
No.
Oh, that's the rookie.
That's the rookie.
Okay.
He's in this actually, but he's got a minor role.
Oh, okay.
It does have the guy. I don't know if you watched Superstore.
Yes.
The guy in the wheelchair.
Yes.
He plays like a spot. He's in the CIA. So essentially, we've probably talked about this when the first season came out, but second season. But essentially, the main character is a lawyer for the CIA.
That's the black guy from Juror 13, right? That we watched. Okay.
And
he's a good actor, really good.
yeah, and so he's a lawyer for the CIA, and it's just him being tops and turns of being a lawyer in the CIA,
Right.
essentially, and doing more than he should probably be doing as a lawyer. So, second season, good,
Yeah.
still good. I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
Super big, like kind of cliffhanger.
Bum, bum, bum.
I did not as big as a cliffhanger as the first season, but it still like left you like that's it. That's how you end this season.
Yeah.
Unless I'm missing that they're going to put out more episodes, and maybe they put out a bunch of them at once, and then they're not gonna. I don't know how it works, or maybe they just got. Yeah, it says it doesn't have any more because normally if it's scheduled, it'll be like, hey, so
Nope. 8 episodes.
6 episodes on the second season.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, Netflix pretty good. I enjoyed it. Like you have to like spy thrillers to like it though.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next up, I watched so Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man
I watched that too.
came out on Disney Plus.
Okay.
There are, I believe,
2 episodes.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched both of them.
Okay.
All right, so I think the artwork
Animation?
for it,
I like it.
it's fine. It's
It's different.
it feels like they're trying to go for like the
Comic
Miles
book.
Morales Spider-Man kind of look,
Yeah, very comic
but
looking.
cheaper.
Yeah, it's got very much of like the everything's black outlined.
Yes.
I think it's like the style.
I would say the acting, voice actors, really good.
Yeah.
And the story's been pretty good so far, and it's fun to see like a different take on characters.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, I'm listening.
You're doing weird faces over
I'm
there.
listening. I'm not-
So we've met. We haven't met Mary Jane yet. I don't know if she's in it yet.
we haven't met Mary Jane or there's no Mary Jane or the other one.
Yeah. What's that? So Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, she
Neither one of them are in it. The love interest right now is a different character.
Yeah. It's
And
a new character.
And they haven't really gone back and explained what's going on yet, right? Unless I got through the first episode and halfway through the second episode.
Yeah.
So the spider isn't from there.
It's from a different dimension.
So
Because Doctor Strange opens a
he-
portal.
right? And so he doesn't become Spider-Man the traditional way yet.
Nope. Spider just drops out of a portal, bites him, gives him powers. 8
Right.
months later, he's Spider-Man.
And the spider goes on and I think
Oh, but it moves on. The spider does. So we might get more spider people.
right, because you got to think. I think it's the Jock's backpack, Lenny's.
Yeah.
Because he has the same backpack. They kind of show it in the second episode.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be like Venom or some shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to see these different takes on the
Different. His
characters.
webs are blue and not white.
He has like a gas canister that
so
he uses to shoot them.
It's not out of his skin. It's a device spider. He's strong.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any special powers that maybe anything in the second episode.
Yeah. He's just strong. He doesn't seem like he has the spider sense yet.
Yeah. So he hasn't been Spider-Man that long.
Yeah, 8 months.
Yeah. So it'll be. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it a go. So far, I'm not overly impressed. I think it's very middle of the road.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I
Right.
just think it's aight.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right.
We'll definitely see as we get through it. What else did I watch, Trey? I watched some other
I
shit.
got a lot more.
All right. Well, fucking you go again.
All right. So I finished What If Season 3.
Oh yeah, I didn't even start that.
I watched the entire thing.
That looks like poop.
So it was actually really good.
Keep lying to yourself.
So it starts kind of how it ends. It makes it where that if they want to do more, they can. if they don't, they left it at a spot where we're fine.
I think it's done.
Yeah.
Though.
You know, the animation is probably it's better than Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
For sure.
I like that you get to see all the different dimensions, how they their takes on characters, like Hawkeye in the Western episode. It's just a really good sharpshooter.
Yeah.
The show's really good. So if you enjoy the other 2 seasons, it's just more of the same.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's something.
Yep.
Something. I watched. Oh shit! I just had it up. It's like something Target. Hard Target. Oh shit! Now I'm gonna sound like an asshole. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, while I look up the name, so essentially the concept of this show is that there's this mathematician who it's called Prime Target. Excuse me, I was close.
You weren't bad. You weren't too far off.
Target. So essentially, there's this kid. He's going to Oxford. It's based in the UK, obviously, and he's a math genius.
Okay.
And he wants to do his what do they call it? Dissertation.
Right.
On how prime numbers link everything in the world, right?
Right.
And his professor basically is like, nah, this is whack. You can't do it. They're not going to accept it. And his professor takes all of his shit, burns everything, and kills himself.
Okay.
You're like, yo, what the fuck is going on with prime numbers that is such a big deal?
Right.
And he meets an NSA lady, so it's like his partner in it, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, the issue is if you figure out a formula to find prime numbers, all of the world's security systems are based on prime numbers. And you're like, I don't know if that's true or not. So I was like, all right, cool. So it's like a math, spy thriller kind of.
Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out the formula. Plus, there's some type of historical stuff going on, some type of society type joint.
Yeah.
And the NSA or somebody's going after him. You don't really know yet.
Okay.
And trying to kill him because they don't want him to figure out the thing.
So it's like an action suspense kind of.
Yeah. So we'll see. So far it's pretty good. The kid's acting's cool.
What's this called?
It's called Prime Target.
Prime Target.
So the prime for the prime numbers.
Right.
So, yeah.
And where can we watch this?
That's on Apple TV.
Apple. Okay.
I don't know if
So next thing I have is I watched Making Manson.
Okay.
It's
just how they you find out that he actually worked with the CIA and he was in the drug program.
So we didn't get the that stuff. We got it was more about the actual murders, the Manson Manson family murders. And trying to say more or less that he didn't order the murders. So the whole documentary is like or the TV episodes are tapes. Yeah, he had conversations with a guy that he was a pen pal with, and so it's him.
Have you ever heard? Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard his music?
It's not
terrible.
It's not bad
Oh,
for then.
It's bad.
But it sounded like it sounded like the
hippie country.
Yeah. It's interesting because the guy that actually did the that went with his family members to go do the killings. There's a discrepancy between the two. One says that that he was told by Charlie to do it, told him who go kill these people, and the other is that he just told that his family to do whatever the other guy said, and so he's trying to say that he didn't do it. He didn't tell him to do it.
It's weird because they say that he was part of
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra, and that there was many times where he's picked up and he got released by the CIA. They were watching him the whole time, and they knew that this
gave him acid
happen.
and stuff. Yep.
So I don't know. It's weird. Those are weird because like he was in the wrong for sure.
Yeah,
and other people were in the wrong for sure.
He admitted it. He said that
at
he
the
had
same
killed people
time,
before,
nobody in the government. I hate these type of things because nobody in the government's held responsible. It's like, man, y'all knew shit was about to go down, and y'all didn't do shit.
Yeah. So I mean,
you want us to praise you when y'all figure shit out or stop something.
Yeah.
But we also don't want us to hold you accountable when you don't.
Right.
Like, well, you don't get both ways, dog.
You don't. So I believe this was on HBO Max.
Okay.
It's like 3 episodes. They're long. They're like an hour and a half per episode.
Right.
So if you're interested in like the crimes, suspense stuff,
Right.
trying to figure out whether things happen or not, I would give it a watch. What else you got?
I watched on Netflix for some dumbass reason. I was working out
Yeah,
and it auto played WAGs,
I don't know what that is.
Wives of Athletes, or I don't know what it stands
Why
for.
are you watching this?
Wags to riches. And
Oh my
I don't
God.
even know what WAGs.
Did you watch
stands
Basketball Wives too?
For. It was on. All right, and they're all married and going out with
Of course they are.
with athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like they're all like, I don't know. I don't like. It's funny. It's funny looking in because you're not part of the drama.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, first of all, they're all like dating like millionaires and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Carol's wife, Ocho Cinco's wife, or fiance, ex-fiance. I don't know how it ends up.
Yeah.
Some boxer's wife. I don't know. Anyways, it's just dumbass, and I think I was like, just watching because you're just like, they're like, oh, we boss bitches, we this and that, and they're like,
shit.
and I'm just like, they're like, I sell houses, da 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 da. I'm like, the only reason I started watching that it came on and I kept watching this because I saw on TikTok there was a scene where she's fighting with Ocho Cinco.
Yeah.
I don't even remember her name.
Yeah.
Because she's got a real estate business that just sold, and she's makes a lot of money, makes about the same as he does now.
Oh, wow.
He's retired, right?
Right.
And he makes most of his money gets from that podcast he does with Shannon Sharp called Nightcap.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, for alimony, I want to be paid $3 million a month for every month that we're married.
Hell
And
no.
I want to be paid that on an annual basis.
Oh no.
Up front. And he was like, the fuck you talking about? And he's like, well, I want $15,000 a month on a month. And they're like, well, I'm not doing that. And they're like, okay, well, no alimony. They're like, agreed.
Yeah.
And then they get to the thing that was like crazy. It was like, she's like, well, I want 25% of his podcast. And he was like, the fuck? You don't help me. She's like, you're not saying that I helped you. He's like, you've helped with it, but you're not integral to its success.
Right.
He's like, you've helped some stuff. She's like, you're not saying I contributed, da da da. And then he's like, all right, well then I want 25% of your realtor business. She's like, I had that before we started going out, and you haven't done shit. He's like, you don't think my name attached to your name has helped you get clients and sell houses?
Oh hell yeah.
And she's like, no. He's like, well then you're crazy. And she's like, oh fine. He's like, I'll give you 1%. You'll give me 1%. We're not giving 0%. He's like, well then not me. He's like, and first of all, if this is, are you talking about all this money before we even get married?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready to get married.
This shit ain't gonna work out.
Yeah,
I tell you right now.
That shit's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Not happening.
it's so dumb. Don't watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay, great. So next thing I watched the fourth episode of Sakamoto Days.
Okay.
So
the anime.
yes. It's really good. The show it's still him like as a fat guy like still trying to hide the fact that these assassins are trying to kill him, and like so but now he's got more people in the group. There's a girl and there's the younger guy that was in the first episode.
Yeah.
And so they're both part of the crew now. They go to a amusement park because his youngest daughter wants to go there for the day, and like there's assassins trying to kill them while they're on the roller coaster, and like so he ends up like putting acid in his eyes, and so he can't see, but he can still hear, like because the youngest guy can read minds.
Yeah.
He's an empath, and so he ends up putting on a bunny suit, and like he's like he's like telling him how to fight the guy because he can't see.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good show. I mean, if you like the other two episodes, you're gonna like this. We'll see where it goes, because like it's one of those where each assassin has a different ability, and so he's got to figure out how to beat him without his wife knowing that he's actually fighting these guys. So, yeah, still pretty good. You got any other TV shows?
No.
Okay, so I watched Richard Romero. This is the Night Stalker. This is on Peacock.
Another one of these?
I know, but the wife loves these like serial killer murder things. So this is it's same thing as the Manson family. It's one of those where he's got all these tapes where he did interviews with this guy who was trying to make a book, and so he just kind of told him like the story of how everything started. There is no redeeming qualities for this man. This man is evil.
He's supposed to be a piece of shit.
He is a monster. I mean, how he was raised was bad, and his mom was like on a lot of drugs when she was pregnant with him, but he doesn't care. He has no remorse for what he did. it's dark. It's really dark. So I mean, I didn't, the Manson thing makes you think, oh, maybe there's a possibility that he didn't set these crimes in motion. There is no. It's just straight.
There's no fucking.
He's an evil person.
Yeah, there's no.
The last thing I got is with that one, I can't recommend it because there's no redeeming qualities. It doesn't make you like feel anything. It's just him talking about what he did.
Okay.
But next I finished Secret Level, the second part of the Amazon series.
Yeah, I'm not really fucking with that too heavy.
No. The second part was actually pretty good. So, although
any standouts?
Yeah, there's a Mega Man episode.
Oh, that's when they were shooting at the trailers though. They're like,
Yeah.
watch it. And then I started watching. I was like, where the fuck's the Mega Man episode?
Yeah, so it's in the second part. It's probably the second or third episode. But like as soon as he goes to put the Mega Man suit on, he puts it on, stands on top of a building, and it goes to credits. Yes. And you're like, God, we did all this where it kind of builds to him becoming Mega Man, and then we don't get to really see him as Mega Man. All the episodes are really good. Some of the video games I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like
some PC games and stuff, and so. But I would say the animation is top notch. Voice acting is really great. If you like Love, Sex, Robots, you should definitely give this a go.
15 episodes.
Yeah. I think that's it. That's all I have for you.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! There we go. Hey, there we go.
Hey, we did it. Hey.
It's a movie.
It's a premiere.
It's a movie premiere.
It's a movie premiere, Trey.
Well, Brandon, you're the only one that went to theaters this week.
Yes, right, bitch.
Although we are going to go see Captain America: Brave and the Bold next week.
Yes, we are.
So,
all right, let's start with. Did you watch Amazon Prime?
I did.
All right, I watched the what's it called?
It is called "You Are Cordially Invited."
You Are Cordially Invited. This is Will Ferrell and don't tell me. Renee, no,
nope.
I don't know her name. It's not Witherspoon. No,
it is Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
That's right. I didn't know it was there. It was there. It was on the ticket.
Yeah, you were there.
And it had the daughter, and I recognized the daughter from. Do you remember
Cock Blockers?
That's where I recognized her from.
With John Cena. Boop, boop,
all right. So essentially, I'll do the plot tray. I'll short and sweet. Two families are getting married.
Yes.
They both have some type of sentimental, attachment to this very specific inn, which is like a smaller hotel on an island.
Yep.
And they both call to reserve it on a specific day.
Yes.
And hijinks ensue where.
Well, one happens within a year of each other. Like it's like a long time in between the bookings. So because
no, it's like a weeks.
Is it?
Because it's supposed to be where essentially. Spoiler alert here. Will Ferrell calls originally and says, "Hey," and she's like, "Oh, I remember your family." Yeah. And he's like, "Okay, do you need my credit card?" She's like, "Oh, we'll just worry about it. No problem. We'll book you." And she starts writing it, and her pen's
and
dying.
then she kicks the bucket.
And she went to go grab a pen, and she has a heart attack.
Yeah.
The other Reese calls. It seems like weeks later, not months, because that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Weeks later to schedule it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have an opening on that day."
And her son's running
it, and so. They both show up on the same day, and they say, "Of course, we only can hold one wedding party a weekend because of how small it is."
Yeah,
and so they both get there. Hijinks ensue where since she put the credit card down, they're like, "Well, it's your option," and they do find that it was, impressed in the paper.
Yeah, he does some investigator shit, takes a pencil and scrubs it on the paper.
But essentially, it's everything you think it's gonna be.
So it's them two going against each other because they want their weddings to be at different times.
Where if at any point if either one of them would stop and ask a simple question, then it would fix each one of their little problems, and they just don't know how to be adults. But
that's the fun of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Every time you're like, why don't you just go ask?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. Like there's a part where they do agree on a lot of stuff. So they're like, hey, if you come inside. And we'll have our reception dinner out. You guys have it outside,
right?
And we'll have ours inside. And then after the dinner, after the wedding, we'll have ours outside. And you have yours inside. And oh, that's fair.
Yes.
Well, during the Will Ferrell part, it rains, so they go inside. So instead of just saying, getting a group, hey, there's any way since blah blah blah,
right?
Can we hang out in here with y'all after or whatever? And I don't know. Anyways, overall, what'd you think, Trey?
So I thought I enjoyed it quite a lot. I thought the Will Ferrell is so crazy in this, and that I love crazy Will Ferrell. It's way better than what was that skiing one he did where like their family's falling apart and they're on the ski. They went to the mountain and it's like they're trying to get their marriage back together. It's Will Ferrell and I don't know. It wasn't very good. Huh?
Was it the Mark Wahlberg? It's not the.
No.
I don't know.
Anyways, so Reese Witherspoon. This is crazy because I've never seen her like this, like dropping f-bombs and being like fun.
Yeah, she.
And so I liked her.
I liked her a lot. I didn't like the mice. I don't like the. My favorite character was probably the husband of Reese Witherspoon's sister.
Yeah,
the stripper. I thought that guy was funny.
Yeah, he's good.
He was fun.
He's good.
I don't know. I thought it was okay. I thought it was better than most of Amazon Prime shit they've been putting out. As far as direct to streaming, it was decent. Especially getting those two big names. I'm sure they paid them a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
I think one of the funniest things was when they did the fucking awkward song.
Oh yes, the We Are in the Street. It was Dolly.
That is what you are.
Yeah.
Run away with me.
Making love in the yeah, and it's like it's him and his daughter, and they're like making love to one another. They're like
so sweet. Everyone's like, "Yo, are they fucking?"
I like how the one girl in the thing is like, "That's her dad, right?"
Yeah. So that was funny. All right, Trey. Here comes the ratings, and go ahead first.
I will say, I'm gonna go fist bump.
Not across the room for Brandon.
Okay, all right. So we're similar. All right. Let me do mine, and then you can do that. You can do what you did in theaters. So I watched Speak No Evil.
Okay. You put on the old Trey Flicks for us.
Actually, I watched this on.
Or I saw it in something.
The Cock.
All right. So what do you think? James McAvoy.
James McAvoy. He is intense and makes you feel like uneasy.
Okay. That's a good for a villain.
Yes. It is. It's about two families that meet each other in I think it's Italy. I want to say, and so they go back to this farmhouse and like he's making things like real awkward for the one family because the girl is a vegetarian and he like tries to feed her like turkey.
Yeah.
And so she eats it, like, but spits it out, and because she's trying to be nice about it, because he's like telling him, "Oh, well, this is our family turkey. We killed it for you," and it's just like, and you like their son, like, they said that when he was born, his tongue was shorter, and so he has trouble speaking.
Right.
And so, all this shit happens. It keeps on getting more and more awkward. Where like the family that's meeting there, going to their farmhouse, like has all these problems because they're like. They're starting to like try to parent their kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're not our, that's for us to do.
Yeah. He doesn't like how their parents
do that.
Yeah.
And so like, he's just real, you could see it. Like, James McAvoy has a lot of strength.
Yeah.
And you could see there's something, he's crazy.
Yeah. Cause I think you even see where he's like super jovial and super like lighthearted. That's why they go and hang out with him. Snaps. He's like, "Don't you do that?"
Yeah. And like
what the fuck?
Yeah, and so
I was it reminiscent of him in Split?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that same he could go from one emotion to another,
childlike energy to the I'm gonna fucking murder you.
And it's the balance between like being nice to somebody, and like trying to show your best foot forward, and like knowing something is wrong, and telling them that. You want me to spoil it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the spoiler is the James McAvoy and his girlfriend are invited. They take friends up to their farmhouse,
murder them. They
kill the parents, and they steal their kids, and they sell their shit.
Nice, and that's how they survive. They sell the kids too, or they raise the kids?
No, they sell the kids. And the one girlfriend keeps the kids, like if she wants them, but they get rid of the other ones if they don't.
Wow.
The reason why the boy can't talk is because they cut his tongue out.
Right. Not that he had a speech
And
impediment.
so the boy with the cut tongue ends up showing the other family's daughter. They have this like underground bunker thing, and they take him in there. And he goes, "Look." He points to all these pictures. He goes, "These families, their kids are gone.
Yeah.
My parents." That these aren't my real parents.
No, yeah.
And so like
they try to escape and they try to stop
they do. and there's James McAvoy ends up getting killed at the end. All the bad people die.
Nice.
And they get away with the kid with the tongue off.
Or you think he does?
No. The boy smashes James McAvoy's head with a fucking rock.
Yeah, but
80 times.
You could regrow, Trey. Hey, this world's about growth, okay? Not stagnation.
Okay.
So score it out. Let's see it. What we got?
I'm gonna say, the acting's super good.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go Knuckle Bump.
No.
Knuckle Bump.
Okay, so it was middle of the line.
Yeah. I mean, I probably wouldn't watch it again. And the weirdest thing about it is that it's a
too
remake of a movie that happened a year prior.
Yeah. Okay, so it's too intense. It's just a little too intense.
It's not that. It's just that once you know the
what's
secret,
gonna happen.
It's
one
not,
of those.
It's not a
There's
rewatch.
no. Gotcha. All right, cool. Well, there we go.
All right. Let's hear it.
Yeah, boy. Went and watched Flight Plan. Is that what it's called? Flight Risk. Flight Risk. And essentially what happens is
Marky Mark in the funky
excuse me, a marshal gets an informant on the mob.
Yeah.
Played by the guy from That 70s Show.
Okay.
I forget the fuck.
Topher Grace.
I believe so. Yeah. And they're in Alaska, so she's got to fly him back, but they're in like the middle of Alaska, so they have to do like a smaller plane, like a single prop joint.
Right.
And Mark Wahlberg gets in, and he does his thing, and they start flying, and I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of it, so just fucking be ready for that shit.
They kind of give away that
They do.
he's a bad guy in the damn trailer.
So essentially, he looks down, and already shit's weird. That one, like the radio doesn't work, the navigation doesn't work, and he's like, "Well, I've find this 1,000 times, happy to take you." And then she starts suspecting because of that, and then he's asking all these weird questions and shit, like crazy questions, and then the guy in the back notices on the ground, like you see in the trailer, that it's not the right guy,
Right.
and she asks some
It's like
questions,
his ID or some shit, right?
Yeah, she asked some questions about like, oh, what's his name doing that flew us up here? And he's like, oh, he's doing great. And she's like, that's weird because da is a girl. And he's like,
oh,
it must have been his sister. He looked at her. He's like, I was wondering how long it'd take you to figure this out.
yeah.
And then the hijinks ensue.
Shit snaps.
So that's essentially the movie.
You know who made this? Mel Gibson.
Yeah. All right, Trey, let me get through this. Let me get through it.
All right, get through it.
All right, so here's the thing. All right, so I'm watching the movie. First thing I notice is everything, Trey.
Yeah.
Everything except for what they're immediately in. So once they're immediately in a car or a room,
Yeah.
it's CG.
Okay.
Everything, Trey.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that you wouldn't even think would be CG
Yeah.
is CG.
I'm sure.
You would think, hey, they could go out to a landing strip and film them getting on a plane.
Of course they could.
Sure the fuck don't, Trey.
Sure
They
don't.
could film skyline images. They don't. They could
Right.
film outside of a hotel. They don't. It's everything, Trey. Is CG. It's so obvious too. It's bad. It's so bad. And oh my goodness. So that was my first big problem. Going through it and Topher Grace did a good job. He was funny. I forget the marshals, whoever plays her. I get her name. You kind of figure it out pretty quickly, the twists and turns. I mean, as long as you're paying attention just a little bit, and essentially she figures
Michelle Dockery.
Yeah. So there's some fucking like. There's this weird like the marshal office gets a pilot like pretty quickly to help her fly through, and he's being like super jovial.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, trying to fly a plane. He's like, okay. Well, he's like, I've been thought I have a nice look. Do you wanna get drinks after you land? I'm like, the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And so like that's part of it, and then like she subdues Mark Wahlberg, and she's fine, all right. And she's talking to Topher Grace.
Yeah.
And then he gets out, and then for some fucking reason, she just never kills him.
What?
She just like never decides to kill him.
Okay.
Like at one point she tases
crashed
him.
the plane.
Yeah, she tases him.
Yeah.
They lock him up. He gets out again. He gets knife out. She then like hits him with like a what is it, a fire extinguisher, and then shoots a fucking flare at him, and then she opens the thing to throw something out, but doesn't throw him out.
Right.
I was like, no one would have said anything. I'm like, we got in a tussle. He fucking I threw his ass out.
He's dead.
I mean, he's dead now.
Yeah.
So he crashes, and like it's no like big thing. They almost get there. They crash land, and
Assuming big
he
fight
falls out.
ensues.
He falls out, and you're like, oh, okay, No, he fucking gets ran over. Like Mark Wahlberg gets ran over. It was pretty obvious to me
Yeah.
that they were like, hey, Mark, we need you for these scenes.
Yeah.
And he did all of his scenes in like a couple days.
Yeah.
And that they're like, it's obvious how they frame it where you don't have to see him in the background. They're talking.
Yeah.
And you just see kind of like a shadow in the background.
So you don't think it was there for a lot?
No. And you could like the close up and shit.
Yeah.
He kind of plays like almost, you remember Fear?
Yes.
Similar to that kind
Yeah,
of.
we like beat his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, Trey. And that's what surprised me. So that's what got me. So I'm like, at the end of it, I'm like, that was not a good movie.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was not great.
Yeah.
And then it says directed Mel Gibson. I was like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause he, like, say what you will about Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
He does good fucking movies.
Apocalypto.
Yeah, he directs good fucking movies. Same thing with like say what
Passion.
you will about Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Directs pretty good fucking movies.
Yeah.
So
I will tell you the budget's not a lot for this movie.
that makes more sense. now.
$25 million.
Okay.
That's it.
And I think it's getting middle of the road reviews, about 50%
No.
on both.
Nope.
Or way lower than that.
No, 26% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, so it went down since I
And it's
originally
like 2.5 on the audience score.
Oh shit. Okay. Anyways,
And it's made $25 million. It's not gonna make its money back.
yeah, kick in the shin, guys.
Oh shit!
Kick in the shin. It almost got dick in the dirt, but just because I like Topher Grace in this.
Yeah.
Other than that, it would have got.
Mark Wahlberg's not good in this.
He's okay, but like I said, there's
He's
some
barely
action
in it.
scenes. It's mostly them fucking talking at the pilots in a cockpit about nonsense.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there you go.
Damn.
That's how. Hey, it is. Hey, it is what it is.
That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Damn right. All right, let's jump into the next segment.
When the world needed direction,
It called upon its last hope.
two brothers.
One studio.
Hard to Entertain is proud to present
Flashback.
Hey, before we
What the fuck is going on over
before we
there?
get into it, Trey.
Come on, deep a cotton eye Joe.
Out
I've been there
down
since
and
a
along
long
I
time
know.
ago.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. I just wanted to make sure it was connected.
Yeah.
When I came in, and now
It's not.
it's not connecting again. And
Oh.
I will turn this bitch off and turn it back on.
Oh, we can't do that.
Why? It
Uh,
would just be a second of silence. Hey guys, everybody, 1, 2,
Two,
3,
three.
and we'll be right back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Sorry.
Woo!
Well, I don't know how much of that you guys are going to hear or
Yeah.
not hear. We have
Okay.
some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulty.
All right. Before we get into my flashback here, I want to take a quick moment to talk about our sponsor today,
What?
Dumbass Trades, brought to you by the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers.
Hey, that's fucking worked out for us.
I don't understand what the fucking crackhead. Goddamn, what are
What
they
are the
smoking
Mavericks
on?
thinking?
They're smoking. Rumor is they're trying to get Giannis. I'm like, they ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna. Hey, no,
mess this up.
The Bucks ain't happening.
Right.
The Bucks are gonna bite. You go fuck yourself.
Right.
I thought that was crazy. And out in the blue, and no one told Jason Kidd. No one told the Lakers head coach. No one told LeBron. No one told Kyrie said, "I'm out."
Did
said,
he?
Trade me. He already requested for a trade.
Nah.
Kyrie's like, "I'm out. I want to go."
That's
He's
crazy.
like, I think you guys are blowing this team up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It was interesting. Sorry. All right, let's jump back into this bitch. I know you guys don't like to hear that
A
shit.
brief intermission for the
All right, here we go, Trey. You ready?
Los Angeles Lakers.
You ready?
Yes.
And here we go.
From the creators of Toy Story,
Right here in this pets.
Why we can't play that? We can get copyrighted.
Yeah, we will.
The same after year. They come, they eat, they leave.
I don't fucking know. I haven't heard enough
It's
yet.
not a lot, but it's our life.
Pet's life.
A what?
Pet's life.
We can find bigger bugs to come here and fight.
what they need.
Oh, a Bug's life.
Yeah. What are you dumb? What are you dumb or dumb?
Dumb.
All right, just checking.
Dumb.
So A Bug's Life. I rewatched this.
How
This was 98. The biggest voices in this are Kevin Spacey plays the main grasshopper, and Louis something Dreyfus. I forgot her middle name.
Yeah.
She plays the princess. Fun fact, you know the little bitty ant, the young princess, the little tiny one?
Yep.
That's Hayden Panettiere.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that. Anyways, so essentially this is 1998. This is a little bit after Toy Story. I'm not really sure where it falls in the timeline of things being, but this is early Pixar still.
Yeah.
And so essentially it's about these ants, who have to gather
They grab these
seeds and
seeds
stuff,
and they for hopper.
seeds and fruit for the hopper. It's for the grasshoppers.
Yep.
And on the final day, one of the Flick accidentally drops it, and they're like, "You have the summer." Like, well, that's how we get our food. And he's like, "Well, that's not my problem."
Yep.
Essentially, he goes out. They're like, "Yeah, go find us protectors." And they're like, "Oh, thank God he's gone."
Yeah.
And he thinks that he was supposed to be sent out to help. Anyways.
Yeah.
He finds these circus bugs,
Yep.
and they act like warriors. He goes back. They're not warriors. They find out. They get scared, and they're like, "Well, what are we gonna do when the bugs come back?" And blah blah blah.
And so they end up making this giant bird.
And they're like, "Okay, we're gonna scare him because the grasshoppers are scared of birds."
Yep.
And so that's and then at the end they find out that the bird's fake, and they're gonna fight him. And then all the ants realize, "Hey, if we all gang up on these motherfuckers, we can beat him. We'll beat him up."
Yeah.
And so they decided to do that, chase the grasshoppers away, except for the lead grasshopper, in which basically
He gets eaten by a bird.
eaten by a bird, right? Which is crazy. Like the biggest thing I noted throughout that whole movie is like at the ending where the bird grabs him and just is like it's feeding him to the. It doesn't show the
feed him to his babies.
but it's like he's like ah. It's like, the chicks are, I'm like, oh my God.
They're munching this guy down.
Trey, rewatching this after a few years. Don't
Yes.
be on the table.
Oh.
After a few years.
Yes.
No, that's good. It doesn't hold up.
No, it
Doesn't hold.
The
CG,
CG's not as
it's
good.
It's fine. I'm
Yeah.
just saying the movie itself doesn't
Yeah.
hold up. I watched The Ants like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I like The Ants a lot better
Yeah.
than I like this.
Right.
So just put my mind. Still think it's early Pixar. It's still decent.
Right.
Definitely if you have a family, your kids want to watch it. It's on Disney Plus. It's okay.
Has your kid watched it?
No, she won't watch that shit.
What?
She don't get into it. She ain't gonna
she's
watch
so terrible.
So I'd give it a knuckle bump.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
pretty decent.
alright,
It's pretty
alright.
decent.
All right, you
I
ready?
think it's like a 7.8 on IBM.
Yeah.
INDB. Sorry.
I mean,
all right. Let's see what we got, Trey.
Alright.
No commercials. Past commercials.
no, not yet. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, just go.
Are we going?
Yes.
Turn the volume up. Oh, there it goes. Oh, disconnected again. Go ahead.
In a single day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared.
All right. The island of Legends of Atlantis.
It's
Or
just
just
Atlantis.
Yeah. Great movie. Great. movie. Yeah, you got
so we just watched it. It's 90s, like maybe even early, like maybe way early 2000s. But
I think it's like 99. I think it's like right there.
but
2001.
okay, so Milo, his dad was an explorer, but he dies, and so Milo is taken upon himself to try to find the lost
City of Atlantis.
Yeah, and so he finds this. He's looking for a book, and this book will tell them where it is.
Located, right?
Yes, and so his dad's best friend told him that if he ever found a proof of found this book, that he would fund an exploration to go find it. He finds the book. Milo and this crew of people go into like the underground in this like giant sub, and they're like trying to find it.
He's funny.
It's real funny. You got one guy that's like a mole. You got an explosives,
Or a cook, a chef, the mechanic,
a doctor.
yeah.
And
the leader of the little army they take with them.
yeah, and so like a military guy, and and they find Atlantis. You find out that they have the secret power, and the military guy goes to try to take it. And so they end up having to like fight the military guys to get the power back, because if they take it away, it'll destroy Atlantis.
It'll drown them again.
Yeah. So what's so amazing about this is the animation
is top tier.
It looks fantastic, and it's 20 years later.
Yeah,
and it looks like they could have put it out today.
24 years later.
Yeah. They could have put this out today, and it would be great.
And I think that's a lot of those hand drawn.
Yeah. I mean, there is some CG,
right? And you can see
it.
You can see it.
It's not a lot.
It's the big moving objects, or if they have a lot of moving objects,
where
it would take 1,000 years to animate.
Yeah.
With hand drawing, but like it's good.
It's top tier.
It's like Treasure Planet. It's like those ones where you're just like, this looks
Michael
amazing.
J. Fox is the main character.
Yeah,
he plays Milo.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I would say high five.
Everyone wants 100% high five.
So they did a sequel, but here's the problem: the sequel is a bunch of episodes of the series.
They had a TV show.
and they made it into they say it's the movie, the sequel. It's terrible. Don't watch it.
Yeah. So this was around that time where they took all of Hercules, Lion King, a lot of these
everything,
and they made them into TV shows. Aladdin. They made them into TV shows. And it would be like 20-minute bangers.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it'd be split up. Like Hercules was like 10-minute bangers.
Yeah, because it was like little, kind of like tiny
two small
like,
stories. Yeah. And at 30-minute runtime, well, after commercials, you're down to like 22 minutes.
Yeah.
So really, you got to fill 11 minutes worth of filler.
It was nothing. It was trash.
And they were terrible. But number one holds up, and they've been trying. I think this is one of them.
A remake CG.
If you just take it.
Yeah.
And you make it live action.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's gonna hold up.
Yeah.
And that's all you got to do. And everyone says, and I completely agree. Tom Holland. Plays
Milo.
Mm-hmm. Zendaya plays the princess.
Okay.
And then you fill everybody else in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you could do it.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
It'd be
anyways, Trey. Well, that is another episode.
We did it.
Trey's got to do a bit more work this time because he's got to edit two little strips together.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to do
it.
it.
Bitch.
Yep.
Sucks to suck. I don't know what's wrong with this bitch, but we'll have to figure it out.
Yep.
Anyways, well, thanks for everybody for tuning in
on Facebook.
Follow, like, and subscribe. Comment your favorite segment of the video. We appreciate you.
Blue Sky.
Anything.
Twitter.
Like you guys. Love you.
Your
mom. Catch you later.
Bye.
I'll see you later.
Woo! Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Hard to Entertain with Brandon and Trey. Take it away, boys.